So, hello everyone, it's Riikka Kovasin from Finland today, and we're making some little ATCs using watercolor pencils and tea as the colorants, and working with 7 Dot Studio papers, or rather tags. So, thank you everyone for joining in, and let's start the show. I'll just move the camera around. There. Whoops. Let me get that straight. I'm thinking that's good. And I'm thinking I'm adjusting the volume just a bit because now it seems I'm shouting. Okay, that might be better. So, we're doing something like these little cards with microbeads and tea. So, ATC cards are usually 2.5 by 3.5 inches, and that's because they are like taken the size from the baseball cards or ice hockey cards people used to collect. So you could put these in the little pockets, but my cards are usually so thick that they wouldn't fit the pouches anyway. So this time I'm using the tags as the base, and these are not quite 2.5 inches wide, but that doesn't matter. So these tags are from 7 Dot Studio, a collection called Thoughts Keeper, and they come in a sheet like this, and you can just pop them out. So let me just grab a few. Maybe I'm doing 4 this time. And okay, let me just say this right up, that after the show I'm giving all the ATCs away. So if you would like to have one, please stay after the show and I'll raffle them. One of them is spoken for because we are exchanging one with Karen. She promised to have she promised one for me, and I'm giving one for her. And rest of the ATCs are for you. Oh, hello Karen. You could make it. Great. So let's start by cutting these. So it's 3.5 lengthwise. I mean, to me it's not that big of a deal if it isn't exactly the right size, because I'm not collecting the ATCs to a folder or binder. I'm keeping them in a little box. But if people are using the binder, it's like a good thing to take that into consideration and maybe do at least the first ATCs in that size. So these are the bases, and all of these little pieces that are left, they would be great for layering, but as you can see from these cards, I didn't do that this time. But you could also layer those little pieces on top and like be really frugal. This card already has some text, so kind of texture on it also, but let's add some to the other ones. And for that I'm using the archival ink, because we're going to add wet media on top. So if it would be distress ink or something like that, it would totally blend with the colors. And then I'm using these stamps. They are also by 7 Dot Studio and the same collection, so the Thoughts Keeper. And I'm just randomly stamping to each card. Like that. Thank you, Terry, for the link. Hello, Kathy. And hi everyone, if I have missed anyone. So just randomly adding a bit of texture there. Maybe a few touches with the other one too. Just a few lines. Like so. I think we're done. And next step is adding color. Move those away and take these instead. So these are Prima watercolor pencils. Of course, you can use any brand. And because we're doing something like tea inspired, let's use the orange and the brown. I'm just adding the color to the card, roughly just making a like spot or doodle in the middle, and then you can go in with a brush and water or a water brush. I think this water brush kind of thing, they are really handy, especially if you're like traveling and you can have something like this with you, so you can journal or craft along the way. So I'm just spreading the color around the card really quickly, like no thinking, just here and there. Okay, now let's dry these a bit and then maybe add another layer. Oops, sorry. Let me just like so. I'm guessing we're going to finish early, because just looking at the time now. But let's see. These are actually really quick to make. Of course, you can use any color, but because I'm using the tea, I'm going with the like tea inspired warm color scheme. But if you don't use the tea, just use any color on any paper. So have you been doing ATCs before? I don't actually know where the spark for me came from. I just noticed these wonderful little things. And the first thing I did, I like Googled the size, and then I just made some. And only afterwards, then I started like reading or finding out what was it all about and what info should I put on the back. But I find these little ones so fun to make. They're great for experimenting, and also like great if you want to do something but don't feel like doing a whole layout. But still you can use a lot of techniques in them. So let me just dab the excess off. I'm thinking we're good. Maybe a touch of color there still. Maybe even red. Let's go with the red. Let's see how that looks. I'll let it dry and hopefully it will dry in the making of the second or the following layer. So now we need this. And what these are tea bags. So first I'm squeezing some tea here. Come on, a bit more. Whoops, that broke, but that doesn't mind. We need that anyway later on. Yeah, I'm thinking that's good. Let me just wipe my fingers. And then I'm taking this one. So it's just a roll, and I'm using the tea as my ink, so to say, and doing little round marks. I thought it would be fun to have like tea stains in a way, like coffee or tea mug stains here, but of course the real mug would be too big because these are so little, so I needed to find something smaller. There's also a stamp, or at least one stamp. I'm thinking many companies will have some kind of ring stamps which you could use to do this. And then let's dry it again a bit. So sorry. I know drying is dull. Oh, 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah, we Finns are envious of you because it has been rain, rain, rain. Chilly and rain here. No summer in sight. Yeah, very bad summer indeed in Finland. But I'm keeping my hopes up. My vacation starts like next week, so I'm hoping that then it will be the summertime. There's a blob of color. No, bitter. And then let's do a bit splashing. Still maybe a few splashes. So I'm just squeezing the tea bag and adding some splashes. There. Maybe I'll move these to side to dry for a while so you don't have to watch me dry them. And then let's make the heart, like with just the center of attention there. So for that I'm using this stamp. It's by Carabella Studio, a French company, and this set is called Follow Your Heart. It's designed by Riikka. Yeah, they are Lipton tea bags I'm using. And the paper I'm using is from 7 Dot Studio, the Nature Walk collection. I'm using that because it has the lovely natural hues already. Go well with the tea. I actually drink other teas, but the Lipton, like black tea, that's my favorite. Just using again the archival ink and stamping the hearts. Not too close so I can cut them off. And let's put this on this side so I can have all the 4 in the same, like so. And then let's give it a quick whiff so I don't spoil them, and then cut those loose. Just a little bit excess. Oops, that was a bit close call, but it's okay. Yeah, these stamps are great, I think. Carabella Studio has many wonderful designs also. And they have like a variety of different designers, so the stamps are really like versatile. Just cutting these. Whoops, maybe a bit less. Looks better that way. Not so chunky. Like that. And then the last one. Oh, John, I'm sorry to hear that your screen got frozen. Like so. Now there's the 4 of them. And like I said earlier, if you want one of the ATCs, please stay after the show. I'll raffle them there. Oh, great. Great to hear that you're now seeing me again, Joanne. So, here we have these. These are a bit wet still. Darn. Let me just get the excess off. No drying with the heat gun this time. Okay. Now we have the bases almost ready, because now we can add, yeah, the pencil doodles. I think I can't do anything without them. So just a few rings and maybe going around. This is just a regular, a bit softer pencil. Softer pencil is good because by varying the pressure you're using, you can get really like dark, almost black. And if you're going light, it's not lighter. So great variety. Like that. And then let's add a layer. I could use, of course, paper for this. This time I went with just masking tape. I'm just tearing a few pieces and adding them to the cards. Like so. Of course, you could add a piece like this, but to me that gives a little more character if I rip it apart. So there's like more of the free looking, or like not straight edges. There. Let's add something. here too. As the other ones all have 2, let's not add 2 there, just 1. There a few paces. And there 1. Maybe I should add 1 there. So a little bit different. Like so. So now I have the base covered. The next step is adding the beads and then the thread, T, and we're done. But let's not jump ahead. So adding the beads, for that we need this stuff. Soft matte gel. You could use the gloss one too, but to me tea and gloss don't go together. So that's why I'm using the matte this time. Here we go. Sorry if I'm moving a bit silly, because I have the camera right in front of the table, so I need to like peek in from the side. But yeah, just adding the medium first, like a bit dabbing with the brush. It's good to have those spots that there's more of the medium, because that's beads are dimensional after all. So if there's just a teeny tiny bit of the medium underneath, they might not stick so well. Like so. And then adding the micro beads. And these guys go all over the place. So I'm just taking the micro beads, and these are like bronze colored, giving again a bit texture, and also adding some like darker shade to the card. And sprinkling them over. Thank you, Terhi, for adding the links or like material info. And I see somebody asked about the tape. Yeah, it was just to add texture to the background. Of course, I could just leave it without, but I'm all about layering, doing layers. So masking tape is like easy and inexpensive way to add something a bit extra. Just sprinkling the beads on top, and you can see here, for example, they stick much better to the place where there's more medium than on the top where I have a bit less. There they go all over the place. Like so. I'm just trying to tab something here. And when working with a soft gel or any kind of gel, always put your brush or your tool, if you're using a palette knife, either clean it right away or put it in a like jar of water so the medium won't dry on it, because that's an adhesive. Anyway, just a bit here too. Okay, I'll move the beads away. Then I'm giving, no, maybe not. Those, the next one, let me just wrap that on that. So let me just show you from these. So now we have the background done and the beads. The next step is adding the focal point, so the heart, and underneath I have some thread on it, and then the magical ingredient tea again. I see a lot of chat going on, but I'm totally lost. Maybe I catch up. So let's add some thread there. Stay put for a while. And why I'm adding the thread, and now I lost the end of it there. Well, again, some kind of new texture. If you leave it like this, it's really flowy and totally different from the beads and all the layers above. But I'm going to add a bit of medium on top so the thread will stay better in place. Usually if I'm using it in a layout or something, I'm securing it just as little as possible, because the natural softness of the thread is lost if I'm putting it too much, adhering too much to the project. Oh, and maybe I should show how I'm doing. I'm just pulling some thread to my, and that's the shape I'm going after. I'm not doing any symmetrical circles or nothing. It's just how it comes out of the roll. So there's the thread. Now let's glue the hearts, and for that I'm using the tacky glue. Just getting the hearts to stick. There. And just maybe that one there, so they are not all on the same place. Maybe there, to show off the beads, like so. And then I'm adding a touch of the gel, for example there, and there. And this time I can also attach the thread ever so slightly, but moreover I'm making a spot for the next layer to attach. And now I have bronze beads in my soft gel. Oh, I'm a messy crafter. Oh, come on, please stay there, not into my brush. Okay, then there maybe. like so. If I'm seeing correctly, there's some ATC swaps going to be made, so I want in. Please reserve me a spot, please. I'll look into that later. Yeah, and now you can see me using the tea again. This time I'm just one of the bags opened while I was getting the tea, not the tea leaves, but the tea, the drink itself out. And actually that happened last time too, and that inspired me to include also the tea leaves to the ATCs. And for the moment I'm leaving it quite high, because not all of the tea leaves will stick to the gel anyway. So later on, when the mediums are dry, then I shall just tap the excess off. Not all will stay there. And then let's add some color to the card itself. What's great with tea bags, you can also use it like this. So you have a really big crayon in a way to really get some tea color to the card. You can also dab, you can swipe, you can draw even. Or what you can do also, if you don't like to mess with the deep tea bag, is brew some tea and use a brush to stroke it in. So they are almost done, just 2 finishing touches. I'll just move this away. Hi Marie, great to see you here. Let me just move things around. Like so. Okay, let's move that away too. So the last touches are some kind of like name of the card, or rather I used it as the name of the card. Is just a few lines or words. It doesn't need to be the name of the card, but I always, if I have some text on the card, I'm using it as the name. And then I have these like brass studs, but I only have 3 of those, and I was thinking maybe I do more than 3, so I have also some like half pearls for them. So let me just check which ones to use. Busy being happy, that sounds great. Oh, and these stickers are from the Thoughts Keeper collection again, from Steven Studios, and just word stickers. Busy being happy. That would be the first card. Hi Katka. Did I say it right? Is it Katka? Yeah, there's busy being happy. Let's at the start also. So this one is finished. There. First one is finished. We move them there. What about this one? What would it say? Smile for the camera would be also adorable. Live for the moments. Yes, live for the moments. Let's take that one. Again, making the sticker a bit smaller so it will fit to the card and not go over. Let's add that one there. Leave for the moment. And then let's add this one maybe there. Trying to balance the overall composition. Like that. Second one ready. Then this one. Hi, Tanya. Amazing. Is tea amazing? My moments, yeah. My moments would go with the tea. I was just going to ask which stamp do you need, Marie, but then I read the whole set of hearts, so you're loving the heart. Yeah, I think that's one so cool. And maybe I'll just move the set here so you can see that there's another heart in the set. I think this is pretty cool too. And the stitch line. Yeah, my moments. Then let's add the last stud. Oh, the studs are from Seven Gypsies. Did I already mention that? I hope I did, but I'm thinking I didn't. Where? Here or here? That's a bit too crowded. Let's put it there. Yay! Karen, you put me to the list. Awesome. Yeah. Any ATC exchange with you guys, I'm in. Definitely. Every day is a lesson. Learn it. Let's go with that one. These are quite long, these ones I chose for these cards. Yeah, definitely here. Whoops. Like so. And because I'm all out of the brass studs, let's add this kind of sparkly thing to the last one. Okay, this needs a bit glue underneath, otherwise it will go all over the place. Like so. Yeah, I actually did my nails for the show, although the color is actually called something coffee or espresso or something, but I thought it would be fun to have something connected with the topic. But so these are done. And we finish early, like I said, 20 minutes early actually. So if you want an ATC, don't go away. Let me just move the camera, say a great thank you to all of you, and then let's start raffling these. So maybe I just show one of the cards really close up. So here we go. There's all the layers. The coffee. Look what I'm babbling. The tea leaves, the tea colorant, the studs, the masking tape. Yeah, these are like really easy to do and not so many different like scrapbooking products in them because you need to be inventive. But let me just move the camera. Where's my tool? There. Hello. Reaching me. So, thank you for all joining me today. I hope you learned something from these little things. And if you're ever wanting an ATC change, or if you see ATCs on my blog, they're usually every time available for swap or just for grabs. So just write me an email and let me see what I can do. But thank you so much for joining me today. And if you want a card, please stay after the recording is done. So let me just end the recording and see you soon on the chat. Bye. Oh dear. I didn't remember to say who's next Monday on. We have Terhi doing a lovely little mixed media box. I just saw the photo today and it's going to be fantastic. And the sample is blue. I know you guys love blue. So next Monday we have Terhi on and more surprises to come. So please stay tuned. Okay, bye.